Hi, welcome to Gamers Web. My name's Mark, and in this video I'm going to take a very quick look at the cavalry for Dead Man's Hand Redux from Great Escape Games. These sprues were very kindly sent to me by Mark and Stuart at Great Escape. Thank you very much, guys. It means a lot to have a look at. So let's not waste any time and let's jump straight in. So when you get your set of cavalry, you're going to get 10 figures and obviously 10 horses as well. These go side by side with the previous foot cavalry. There's one of my foot cavalry that I assembled from the last video. I've not finished painting it yet. I've not had a chance to paint because I've not been very well. I digress. Let's carry on. Okay, so you get your 5 horses and your 5 cavalrymen on the sprue. We're going to look at the sprues closely in a moment. You also get 5 bases. And as to be expected with Great Escape Games, even though this is only like the 14th plastic kit they've done, the detail is amazing. It's really good. They're really good tooling, and they make full use of every frame when they do the layout. Okay, so we've got the horses. They're in the exact same poses as the previous 2 mounted miniatures, which were the Cowboys 1 and 2, which were the male and female cowboys, respectively. You get all sorts on here. You get bedrolls and saddlebags, cantinas. Very nice. They go together very well. What I do like about them, they remind me very much of the old Games Workshop horses that you used to get for their mounted miniatures, mostly like the elves and Empire and Knights and stuff like that. They remind me of them, apart from the fact that the tails are all actually built onto the horse, where they're not separate, which I think is much better, and it makes the fit a lot better once they actually go together. Very nice sprue, very easy to put together. They go on the oval bases, which is designed for the game. There are rules in Dead Man's Hand Redux for mounted cavalry and mounted figures, and there's some quite cool scenarios as well. One of the scenarios I'm going to be doing hopefully this year at some point is a train heist involving the mounted figures from the cowboys. I've got quite a lot of mounted cowboys being chased by the cavalry trying to stop a train heist. Okay, so, but I'll need to get more cavalry for that. Okay, so we had a look at the horses. I'm going to move that out of the way for a moment. We'll have a look at the bases. We don't need to look at that for the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on this sprue. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so we can actually see. Okie dokie, right. So, as noted, you get 5 individual legs on the sprue. You also get the 5 torsos and a wide range of arms, which is it's expected that you're going to get quite a range of arms there. So we have, and I'm going to move myself a little bit so we can actually get a closer look. Okay, so we've got pistols, we've got a bugle, we've got rifles, we've got a bugle spur, which is quite cool. We'll get onto that in a moment. We've got arms holding onto the reins. We've got a sheath cavalry sabre, what looks like to be, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think that's meant to, sorry, I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a rope, but I'm not exactly sure. Then we've got, on this side here, we've got what appears to be a baton, but I'm not sure. It looks like somebody's holding a baton. I'll have to have a closer look in a moment. There's another one on the opposite side as well. Another cavalry sabre, this one drawn. And then there's more pistols and another rifle. And one of my favourite parts on the entire sprue is this one here, which is the hand holding the hat. So that is going to be used to actually do my Wild Bill Hickok or Buffalo Bill Cody, which one I'm not sure yet. Then there's saddlebags, and then we get all the heads. So there's a lot of heads with slouch hats and the cavalry hats. So these can be made to represent either first or from 1st to 10th cavalry, according to what I've been told. Then we get buffalo soldier heads, or regular heads depending on how you want to paint them, because these could be assembled as buffalo soldiers. Really nice looking models. They're going to go together, no problem, because Great Escape games are very, very good at that kind of thing. Right, and then on the other side, we can see there's canteens, gloves. I'm not sure what that is because I can't see it because it's upside down, but there's lots and lots of details. All look great. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly assemble these and we can have a look at them once they're assembled. So I shall be right back. Okay, right. Sorry that took so a while because for some reason I'm out of glue and I had to fuss about trying to find a glue that would work on my kits. I managed to find some Revel that has got a little dregs left in the bottom of it and assemble them. I only just finished assembling them because it's taken me a while to find the glue, and they're still a little bit tacky. So I'm going to have a quick look at them, and I'll show you them in comparison to the foot figures. Just before I go on, I want to point out something that I've mentioned before, which I wasn't sure it was. On the sprue, you get two of this piece here. Now, I thought that was a hand holding a rein or something like that. It's actually a rifle in a sheath. So forgive my ignorance on that. It's only when I actually took a closer look at it that I found out what it was. Really detailed kits, actually. They're very nice. They go together quite well. Okay, so I've got a couple of the guys from my previous video for the foot figures. So I've got my Sarge with his cavalry saber. Just trying to get him into focus. These all need painting. I started on them, but I've just not been well enough to actually finish them. So my Sarge with his cavalry saber is now mounted. Now the great thing about the Great Escape games Dead Man's Hand miniatures is you can more or less replicate your foot figures and mounted figures because they provide the same heads and the same bodies. The heads might have a slightly different mouth on them. The mouth might be open or it might be closed, but you could mix and match quite easily to get them to actually look quite right. So I've just given this guy a couple of saddlebags and a bedroll on the back of him. As you can see, they're still very tacky. And they're only tacked on, so I'm going to have to be careful holding them. He's also got a pistol in a holder as well. Then I've got my buffalo soldier here. Okay, again, really dynamic on the posing. I'm not too sure about the head. I don't like this head at all, to be honest. I didn't like it on the foot version, but at least he matches. He's got a rifle and they both match, so I can use him mounted or unmounted. Then the one that I had the most trouble with because I've run out of glue was the bugler, who you can see the bugler's here with a pistol. So I've got him with a pistol. It's trying to match the arms that you've got to pay attention what you're doing, because this guy's got his sleeves rolled up on both arms, and I was originally put an arm holding a rifle on, and then I remembered that the guy on foot doesn't have a rifle, although this guy has a rifle on his horse. I need to do a bit of filling on the neck joint on the horse because, as I say, I was running out of glue, so it didn't kind of fit on properly. And as you can see from here, that's the rifle in the sheath. And then this was the last one I did. That's another guy holding his pistol and riding forward and yelling away. I just put saddlebags on that one. And then finally, I was going to save this arm for later to do a Buffalo Bill Cody, Wild Billy Cock or Buffalo Bill Cody. I'm not sure which one I'll do yet. with the hat in there. But I thought, no, I'm just going to go for it. Seeing as he's, again, he's wearing cavalry gloves, as you can see, and he's got a cavalry glove on the one holding the hat. Very pleased with that one. I like that one. Now, there's a little bit of glue on the models because, I say, I've had problems with the glue. I'm going to have to nip to Wonderland tomorrow and get some. But at the moment, I'm quite pleased with those. So I'll leave some pictures in the description, in the end of the video, sorry, and I will also put more pictures up on Gamers Web. So altogether, you're left with quite a lot of stuff. There's loads of heads. You know, there's loads of saddlebags and canteens. There's a bugle. There's all sorts of things left that you can use on your other Dead Man's Hand models. I must admit that when I actually assembled the horses, I did have a problem with one of the horses because I didn't cut the pieces off in the correct order, and I ended up assembling the wrong legs to the wrong side of the body. But there is no really wrong way of doing it because they all match. As long as you've got left and right, they all match, they all go together. So that's something to bear in mind when you're actually assembling your miniatures. So that's about it, really. This Kickstarter went live yesterday and it's running for 7 days. So I'm trying to get this up as soon as possible. Mark sent me the kit and it arrived this morning. So I'm trying to get this video out as quickly as possible. So go and check out the Kickstarter. The link's in the description. It's got, I think there's 8 stretch goals and there's already one been reached. It's only available for 7 days, so it's well worth checking out because the miniatures that have been released, the stretch goals, you're not going to be able to get them anywhere else for a while. Great kit, as always. Everything that Great Escape do is touch with gold. For I say, they're a very small company with just like a few employees. They do a fantastic job. Right, okay, so all it remains for me to do is say thank you very much to Mark and Stuart from Great Escape, and to thank you for tuning in and watching so far. Go and back the Kickstarter, go and get yourself some cavalry, and have fun. No matter where you are in the world, folks, stay safe. These are very troubled and turbulent times. Try and immerse yourself in the realities of escapism. I know that sounds a bit of an oxymoron, but there's far too much death and anguish going on in the world, unfortunately. So if you can escape into a game such as Dead Man's Hand or any other game that takes your fancy, please do so, because let's face it, the world's in a pretty bad way right now. Right, no matter where you are, look after yourselves, and we'll hopefully see you soon here again on Gamers Web. I'm Mark. Thanks very much, and bye-bye.